Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It is September 27th. We've got news, we've got weather, we've got sports coming up in this hour of GMSA. But first up, got to brag on two of my coworkers on this newscast. Stephanie Cerna finished first place in her division in Head for the Cure this past Saturday.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Of course, the weather was perfect. And also, Justin Horn placed second in his age category, but also impressive time, Justin.
And we'll talk to Justin one sec. The great pictures here. There's, of course, Rooney, Steph's daughter right there with Justin, and Head for the Cure t-shirts. I love the old school Team Boyle t-shirts.
Yeah.
In honor of our news director, Jim Boyle, who passed away several years ago due to brain cancer. But boy, talk about an awesome day to run on Saturday.
It was great. The conditions were wonderful. We had a great turnout. Last year, of course, because of COVID, there was not an in-person race. So it was really cool to see everybody out there. And, the reason of, like you said, that when we started the race, Jim's family started it here in San Antonio back in 2014, because San Antonio did not have the Head for the Cure.
Right.
And now we have it here.
And we do. And we're going to, it was our 8th year. You got the medals to prove it.
Yes, I have
the medals. The hardware.
Yeah, so I have it right here. So this is the participation medal, and like you could see, my daughter Rooney also got one of those.
Nice. Okay, and then here's the.
This is the first place in your age group.
Right there,
right here
on one.
So
congratulations, Steph.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of all the donations you raised. And we go outside with live cam right now and bring in Justin Horn. It is a beautiful morning out there, but it was a great weekend. And Justin, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second place in your age group.
Yeah, I'm still sore. My legs still hurt. I'm not walking very well this morning. But no, thank you very much. Steph, great job to you. And I'm so glad to see the turnout. It really was amazing. A lot of money raised, and that's exactly what we want to see.
Was it a tough race, Justin?
It was.
Yeah?
It was, yeah. I mean, I haven't run a 5K in a long time. So.
Well, to be honest, Steph said she thought she was doing well, and then she saw this blur. Almost like a giraffe in hyperspace.
Yes, you passed us all up.
I do kind of look like a giraffe when I run, but
no, I didn't say that part.
We got to the finish line, right?
Yes, we did.
That's the important part.
Yes.
Rain chances, guys, they're back in the forecast. Yeah, we had a great weekend. It's nice this morning, but it does change a little bit this week. In fact, I think we're going to see some pockets of heavy rain mixed in here. So what a pattern change, right? We went from really great weather to a pretty active pattern. I think Tuesday night is a time frame we want to watch. So we're going to get a line of showers and storms moving through, and that could produce some pockets of heavy rain, maybe a couple strong storms too. 91 degrees today, southeasterly winds 5 to 10. It will be fairly quiet today. Not a big deal. It's tomorrow when I think things start to really kind of ramp up. Temperature-wise, we're 72 at the airport, 66 Bernie Stage, 65 Comfort, 65 Lost Maples. And the pollen count is in. It's good news. Everything's low. Molds, ragweed, fall elm, on the low category. Ragweed falls. And looking at the headlines, we mentioned quiet today. Humidity returns tomorrow night. Line of showers and storms. And then the rest of the week, I think we're going to see some periods of heavy rain here and there. It's not going to be raining all week long, but some chances there to get some good rain. And we do need it. Again, 91 degrees today, southeasterly winds 5 to 10 and partly cloudy. We'll dig into those rain chances in that forecast here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. And
real quick, we need an update. We got that from David Sears. The Head for the Cure raised $55,000 this year. Is that correct?
Right at $55,000.
That's awesome.
So over the 8 years that we've hosted the Head for the Cure,
yes, sir.
Almost $700,000 raised.
Wow.
So right at like 675, somewhere in there.
That is great news.
400 people were there. 700 participated, and there was like 46 teams.
That's great news.
So there
Fantastic.
you go.
Our awesome great update from
Thanks
David.
for the update, David.
Yep.
Let's look at today's 9 at 9.
A big rush to get vaccines in New York this morning. Today is the deadline for healthcare workers there to get at least one shot or risk losing their job. Officials say they are preparing for possible mass firings. Today is also the deadline for New York teachers to get the shot.
Amtrak and federal investigators continue their search for answers this morning after a passenger train went off the rails on Saturday, killing 3 people and injuring dozens of others. 141 passengers and 17 crew members were on board.
House lawmakers are expected to begin debate this morning on President Biden's $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. The Senate passed the bill last month, so House approval would send the legislation to President Biden's desk.
Just 24 hours after funeral services for Gabby Petito, authorities continue searching for her fiancé, Brian Laundrie. Dog the Bounty Hunter has joined the search and promised to nab Laundrie before his 24th birthday on November 18th.
Fires are spreading through the Spanish village of La Palma as a volcano enters week 2 of eruptions. Yesterday, lava destroyed the town's church. Over 500 buildings are buried in lava, and more than 6,000 people are now without a home. Scientists say the volcano has now entered a low activity phase, which is good news, but it's too early to say if eruptions are completely over.
United Airlines now facing nearly $2 million in fines for violating its rules on leaving delayed planes full of passengers on the tarmac for too long. The Transportation Department says the fine is based on 25 flights between 2015 and 2021. It's the biggest fine ever for these kinds of violations.
Apple is pushing back against a proposal in Europe that would require all brands of electronic devices use the USB-C cord for charging. Officials say a common connector will cut down on waste, but Apple says that kind of rule would stifle innovation.
Tesla is making the latest version of its full self-driving software available, but only to its safest drivers. The car maker says Tesla owners have to reach a certain safety score based on how they drive before the software update could be downloaded.
Broadway's biggest night of the year was back Sunday evening with the Tony Awards. Moulin Rouge, the musical, danced away with the biggest win, taking home 10 awards. And that is today's 9 at 9. Outside with TransGuide cameras around town, the morning commute is over. Traffic is looking great, especially there at 410 at Ingram and Loop 410 at Perrin-Beitel.
And top stories this morning, new developments involving a deadly crash over the weekend. A member of law enforcement was one of 3 people killed after police say a suspected drunk driver sped through a west side intersection yesterday morning. The Medical Center Health System in Odessa shared this picture online. Sergeant Daniel Valenzuela Jr. served with the system and the Ector County Hospital District Police Department. The 37-year-old, his 69-year-old father, Daniel Valenzuela Sr., and 84-year-old grandmother, Andrea Uvale, were all killed in the crash yesterday morning. A 4th person in the vehicle remains hospitalized this morning. Police say the 17-year-old suspect, Elijah James Montalvo, sped through that intersection of Culebra and 1604 before hitting a car Valenzuela and his family were in. Investigators say he was suspected of drinking before that crash. The teen was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. And San Antonio police and Crime Stoppers asking for your help solving a pair of cases this morning.
First is a robbery at Ingram Park Mall. This happened back on September 14th. Investigators say the person you see on your screen here stole items from the Macy's store there and then threatened an employee before taking off.
And police are still working to solve a September 2009 murder case. 31-year-old Evaristo Sierra was murdered on the city's northeast side on Maverick Bluff Street near Wurzbach Parkway and Wetmore Road.
Officers say he was found inside his home with a gunshot wound. Witnesses told police they saw a gold 4-door vehicle leave the scene.
If you have any information about either of these cases, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number should be on your screen there, 210-224-STOP, and you could get a reward of up to $5,000.
Well, in your other morning headlines, we have some positive news when it comes to COVID and the future, and another survivor story.
And Greece recovering from an earthquake this morning, and we're going to fly with the geese. David Sears is here to explain all of this.
Literally, we're going to be flying with geese. You're stunned, I know. We'll get to that in just a second, but first let's start with this. There are some positive signs that the COVID Delta variant spread could be reduced to a manageable level by Thanksgiving. The former FDA commissioner with hope. However, here's the rub. Health experts are expecting new cases to go up, hitting different regions across the country before they start to recede.
But I think by Thanksgiving, you'll have seen this move its way through the country. The virus isn't going away, but prevalence levels will decline to a level that feels more manageable.
The average daily case numbers have taken a significant drop. We were seeing a 7-day average of up to 160,000 cases a day at the peak of the surge. Right now, the CDC says that average is closer to 114,000 new cases a day. And Dr. Gottlieb expects we'll eventually see that number drop to about 20,000 cases a day. Of course, getting down to that number is also dependent on more people getting vaccinated. While that is good news, how about some incredible news? A great story of beating COVID-19. Meet Scott Plout. He says he is a walking miracle. He was in the hospital for 105 days, on a ventilator fighting COVID. But he survived. He was treated by doctors and nurses at St. Joseph's Hospital in New Hampshire. He said the medical team saved his life twice when his heart stopped. Although he has survived, he still needs 2 liters of oxygen and cardiac rehab. With all he has been through, here's his message.
Unless you want to go into a hospital and have something cut into your throat for a tracheostomy, have tubes stuck all over your body, go 105 days without eating or drinking anything, and likely lose your life, I say go for that vaccine.
Now, once again, that's coming from someone who has a little experience when it comes to dealing with COVID. All right, let's take it to the Greek island of Crete. 1 person is dead, several others hurt following a 5.8 magnitude earthquake. Here's a look at some of that destruction. People escaping their homes, children running out of schools, homes and churches damaged. A man killed when the dome of a small church under renovation collapsed on him. The quake also caused some rock slides in the area. At least 9 aftershocks reported, adding to that damage. A football player from Texas dead this morning. Aaron Lowe, who plays for the Utah Utes, was shot and killed while he was attending a party at a house in Salt Lake City. It happened after the Utes had just defeated Washington State.
It's just tragic. Another young life taken by violence in the streets.
A woman was also shot. She's in the hospital in critical condition. Lowe is a defensive back playing his 3rd season with the Utes. And finally this morning, that is Nathalie Managlier, who is in France, and she is flying over the French Alps, and those are geese. Nathalie has an eye disease that will cause her to lose her sight, but before that happens, she wanted to fly with the geese, got her wish. Dominic Cruciani flew her in his microlight. She called the experience magical. The geese are juveniles, trained to follow the aircraft, and when they turn 3, they'll want to join the migration routes. So the plan is to help them return to the wild one day. How cool is that? That's awesome right there.
That is a pretty cool shot.
Yeah.
Very neat. Very
nice.
in touch with nature.
Yes.
And we have more stats coming up. We gave you all those Head for the Cure stats. We have more stats coming up later on.
And thank you for being there this weekend.
It was a blast. I really enjoyed it, and it is fun to see all the people come out and support those who are dealing with brain cancer, who've lost loved ones to brain cancer. And of course, we appreciate all the folks who watch KSAT 12 coming out and supporting Head for the Cure.
And you got the exclusive interview with Rooney.
Yes, we got to interview Rooney.
Yeah.
With my little girl.
And as we said Saturday, she doesn't have 2 names. She's so big and so popular, we just go by one.
Oh,
Right,
my goodness.
exactly.
Like Oprah.
She had a good time, yeah.
So there's Madonna, there's Oprah, and there's
Rooney.
Thank you, David Sears.
Thank you.
Right now, 9:10, about 71 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
What's sparking an increase in crime for a neighborhood on the city's north side? Hear from people who live there and the councilman who leads that area in our next half hour.
Plus, is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? We'll tell you what some experts are saying.
And good morning, guys. I have my breakfast today. We were just hanging out here. We are at the San Antonio Police Department Training Academy talking about the SWAT Challenge. What you need to know right after the break.
Welcome back, 9:14. The San Antonio Police Department SWAT Challenge is set for October 16th. Open to the public, giving people a chance to run the obstacle course.
And Max Massey joins us live from the Training Academy. And Max, are you still hanging on? Oh, okay, good. You're on the ground.
Whew. Take a deep breath.
We're hanging out, just not literally. Yeah, no, y'all were talking a lot, so I was just hanging there waiting, like, oh yeah, we're talking about breakfast now. Anyway, hope you had your breakfast today. If you're trying out this course, it is a challenge, to say the least. We saw some recruits do it this morning, and we're joined here with Officer Burnell. So, what's the purpose of this course?
So the purpose of this course is to, simulate like either a foot chase or running through certain obstacles to get to a scene, to get to somebody in need. There's many reasons for that. Also, got to be physically fit, We're trying to promote physical fitness out here.
Absolutely, and this also helps with recruiting, right?
Of course, it sure does. The SWAT Challenge is, we put it together so that people can see what we're kind of going to expect of them for prospective applicants. And it also puts the public, in tune with what we're doing.
What have you seen with some of the applicants who have tried the course?
The ones that come prepared are the ones that are the most successful. There's no way around that. You got to prepare to be successful. The ones that they have a confidence in them, they come to our PT readiness sessions. There's a confidence about them because they've seen this before. They've been exposed to it, so they're ready to rock and roll and to serve this community.
All right, we're watching some of the guys. This is the SWAT team. This is the you know, they do this, they set records. What is your most challenging part of the course?
The most challenging part of the course, I would say, is the end. When
Okay.
you're getting to the end, you know, you're tired, you're gassed, you want to quit, but you can't quit. You got to keep on going. And actually, this is our SWAT competition team. There's more SWAT members, but this is the actual team that represents us when they go and compete, you know, out of town, out of state versus other SWAT teams.
They make it look so easy, I'm not going to lie to you.
They do. They do. I mean, they make it look good. They make it look easy, you know.
Now, for the public who wants to take part in this October 16th, what should they know?
So they should know it's a fun community event. We're going to have multiple vendors here. We're going to have multiple units here within our department. So they can come and talk to them, pick their brains, learn more about the department as a whole. What this is going to do is put the community up with some of our specialized units that they don't get to see quite often. And what also they'll do is they'll compete against SWAT that day. There'll be taco trucks, there'll be music. Kids are welcome to come and check it out. We just want the community out here to be a part of what we're doing.
All right, Officer Bernal, thank you so much.
Yes,
guys,
sir.
if you have any questions, we're going to have all the answers on KSAT.com. But for now, I'm going to put the mic down, put the phone down. I'm going to give it a go. We'll see. All right. Guys, what do we got?
Horse? Oh my goodness.
Come on, Max. Come on,
All right,
Max.
they make it look way
Come on.
too easy.
There you go.
Ah,
See?
I'm already impressed.
You right?
Call it a day.
Oh
my gosh.
This is it. This is
I'm
it.
so nervous.
All right, they just fly over these things.
And you're wearing
We'll
your
see.
mic. Be
I'm gonna
careful.
go slow. Oh, and I'm wearing the mic.
Yep. Come on, Massey. Come on. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Not bad, not bad.
Nice.
This is it. That was it. Guys, so that was it. That was a good preview. That was good. Good job. Chris setting records over here. So, again, October 16th, if you guys have any questions, we have those answers. KSAT.com.
Awesome job, Max.
Fantastic. Thank you, Max. And tell the SWAT guys we said hello. Thank you very much.
I will.
Max, you deserve a medal. Trying to catch
And
your
he's
breath.
out of breath.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Max. 9:18, Justin Horn is back now, and rain is in the forecast. We've already touched on that a little bit.
It looks promising. I think we're going to get some periods of rain. It's not going to be rainy all week, but if during some of these periods we could get some heavy rain. I think that's sort of the main takeaway here. We need it, though. Let's look at the rainfall deficit, where we are so far this year. We're down about half an inch now, 23.63, and things are really starting to dry out. So I think the rain could be a good thing. We just don't want too much all at once. Right now, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, just some high clouds working through the sky. 72, dew point is at 65. That number has come up quite a bit thanks to some southeasterly winds overnight, and we'll see more of that again today. There's a look at some of those high clouds moving through. Temperatures are generally in the 70s here around Bexar County, 70 in New Braunfels, 67 in Seguin, 72 Pleasanton, 71 Uvalde, 70 in Carrizo Springs. So the warmer numbers because we had more humidity overnight and cloud cover. And you'll see those morning lows start to trend up into the 70s now that moisture is back. And the dew point forecast today, the numbers will fall off a little bit this afternoon, but generally it'll be fairly muggy. And then by tomorrow, this line should actually go up here. We're going to see dew points in the 70s tonight into tomorrow, so the moisture really does pick up. As far as the forecast goes, today will be around 91. Partly cloudy, southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Really pretty quiet today. Here's the setup. High pressure just to our south and east. Area of low pressure across the Four Corners region. And this is what we're watching. It's a cutoff low. It's kind of sitting here, but it will work east and then eventually northeast next couple days. It is already producing some showers across parts of far west Texas, so El Paso over towards Midland, Odessa this morning. I think all this rain stays east or west of us, I should say, today. But as it moves a little bit closer, we will get in on some of the rain tomorrow. So this is 6 o'clock today, just partly cloudy skies, some of those high clouds moving through. And then by tomorrow at 5 o'clock, notice we're starting to see some pop-up showers and storms. About a 30% chance of rain tomorrow afternoon. And then we're looking at some storms starting to gather out west, places like Del Rio, Eagle Pass, up towards Ozona. I think that turns into a line that works west-east across the area. This is 10 o'clock tomorrow night. We're looking at some storms. I think we could see a strong storm, severe weather. It's not going to be widespread, but a strong storm or two possible, and then some heavy rain mixed in here. There's still some questions on timing, so I wouldn't focus in on 10 o'clock, but I'd say somewhere tomorrow night we get this line moving through. And then by Wednesday morning, a lot of this is beginning to push east of us. We get a little bit of a break. And then by Wednesday afternoon, more showers and storms developing, about a 40% chance Wednesday afternoon. As far as rainfall goes, I say widespread 1 to 3 inches. Now, this is through Saturday morning, so we're talking a 7-day period here. But widespread 1 to 3 inches, San Antonio into the hill country and out west Del Rio, Eagle Pass. If you're south of that, the numbers do fall off a little bit. But this is encouraging to see that this rain is going to be pretty widespread. And it's not just us up towards San Angelo and out across West Texas as well. All areas that need the rain. So here's how it looks in the 7-day forecast. 30% chance tomorrow, 60% chance Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, then a 40% chance Wednesday, 40% chance Thursday. I think we have another period where we get some potentially heavy rain Thursday night into Friday, and that brings temperatures down. We're talking mid-80s here, and the rain chances continue all the way into the weekend. Saturday, there's some chances, does start to taper off a little bit Sunday, but it'll be one of those things where you'll want to keep the KSAT weather app nearby. We'll keep you updated as things may change a little bit, but hopefully we get some good rain and not a lot of flooding, guys.
Looks good. Thank you, Dustin.
Right now it's 9:22, about 72 degrees.
And still ahead on GMSA at 9. The big breakfast debate is heating up. So just how important is the first meal of the day? After the break, we're going to have some new findings, and they may surprise you.
It is one of the most well-worn phrases in the arsenal of tired parents everywhere. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but there's widespread disagreement over whether breakfast should keep its top spot of meals.
David Sears tells us just how key it really is to your day.
Cereal, toast, pancakes, eggs, bacon.
You always hear the saying, eat like a king for breakfast and a pauper for dinner.
Today's nutrition guidelines recommend that we eat breakfast, yet 1 in 4 Americans choose to skip it.
I've heard that like cereals and stuff aren't actually all that good for you, and then I just don't have time to make eggs or something else.
I probably eat breakfast like, what do you think, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that.
Studies show that breakfast eaters tend to be healthier, but these studies can't prove that the breakfast itself caused it. Chances are healthy breakfast eaters have other healthy lifestyle habits, but...
So biggest mistake people make is having foods that have absolutely no nutritional values.
Also, some people claim that eating breakfast kickstarts the metabolism. That's a myth. What does matter for metabolism is the total amount of food consumed throughout the day, and it makes no difference at which times or how often you eat.
What I like to do is try to recommend equivalent meals throughout the day.
A recent study out of the British Journal of Nutrition concludes that it makes no difference whether people eat or skip breakfast. Skipping breakfast makes you eat more at lunch, but not enough to compensate for the breakfast you skipped. David Sears, KSAT 12 News.
See that quarter pounder or whatever that was?
It looks great.
I mean, I want both. I want breakfast and lunch. I know we're on camera right now.
You can have it all.
9:27, about 72 degrees. There is more ahead on GMSA at 9.
A neighborhood on the city's north side seeing a trend that no neighborhood wants to see, an increase in crime. Details after the break.
Plus, a huge upset. Texas Tech this weekend. And the Cowboys back on the field tonight on Monday Night Football. Sports headlines coming up with David Sears. 9:30, welcome back. A stretch of San Antonio Highway catching some attention, not because of speeding or traffic troubles, but because a small section of Starcrest Drive has seen 3 unrelated homicides just this year alone.
And only one of those cases has been solved. John Paul Baraja spoke with those who live and work there, as well as the councilman who presides over the area.
Sirens, flashing lights, and crime scene tape for those who live and work near the 8800 and 8600 block of Starcrest Drive. It's becoming too much of a common theme with 3 homicides just this year. Alejandro Garza was outside at the pool with his 12-year-old sister at the time of one of them.
I heard the gunshots. I didn't think it was gunshots. I wanted to believe that it was some firecrackers. She didn't like it, obviously. We went straight back inside, you know. I don't want to see a dead body on the floor.
The homicide Garza heard happened in early September. According to police, a man tried to rob a couple. The couple was able to wrestle the gun away and shot and killed the suspect. The latest death happened just a few weeks after on September 23rd, this Thursday. February. Police say witnesses saw the victim, who had been shot in the back, be pushed out of a black SUV. And the suspect then took off and has not been caught.
I don't want to live here anymore after that, you know? You shouldn't see police with their lights on going up and down your street every single day or waking you up when you're trying to sleep.
A man who works at the Valero up the road didn't want to go on camera but shared this surveillance video from 2019. A clerk was robbed at gunpoint. A hooded man comes in, gun drawn, and demands money. The employee added he believes in the 2 years since this incident, crime in the area has been worse.
It just so happens that Starcrest, they had those 3 violent murders right there. But again, none of them were connected. They are stepping up the patrols in that area. Safe officers are making a larger presence in that area.
Councilman Clayton Perry, who presides over the Starcrest area, says crime over District 10 is steady. Working with police to make the area safer.
That was John Paul Barajas reporting. San Antonio Fire Department and San Antonio Park Police mourning the loss of 2 first responders who passed away from the coronavirus. Park Police announced on Facebook Officer Jay Pena died yesterday from COVID. Officer Pena joined the department back in 2012 and was assigned to the core unit. In their Facebook post, the department said Pena served the citizens of San Antonio with dignity and was an asset to the department. Their post went on to say he'll be deeply missed, and thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends.
And the San Antonio Fire Department confirmed active duty fire engineer Joseph M. Fonts also died yesterday from COVID-19 complications. He has been with the department since 1989 and most recently worked in the fire training division. Funeral arrangements are pending.
Well, the Wonderland of the Americas Mall is set to reopen their booster shot clinic this morning in about 30 minutes. A reminder for those, it's only for those who are eligible and received the Pfizer shot for their previous doses. You must be 65 or older or 18 and older with underlying health conditions like diabetes, obesity, or you work in a high-risk environment.
And taking a look outside with live cam, still not too bad, but we started out the day with a little bit more humidity than we've had.
More humidity, more cloud cover. The changes are underway. We're going to see quite a bit more humidity by tonight. You'll start to feel it, and then that will lead eventually to some rain chances before we jump into that forecast. So let's talk tropics. We do have a hurricane out there, Hurricane Sam. Winds are at 130 miles per hour. You can see it very clearly there, just east of the islands. This is gusting to 160, moving northwest at 8 miles per hour. It's been an impressive looking hurricane. It's going to stay a major hurricane for several more days as it works its way up towards Bermuda. This really isn't going to affect the land other than folks there in Bermuda, where winds can be as high as 120 miles per hour as it passes by, and then it should turn back out towards the Atlantic. Temperatures locally, 68 Boulevardy, 70 in New Braunfels, 72 Gonzales, 69 down there in Devine. Not a bad start, but we're watching what's going on out west. Area of low pressure spinning out across parts of Arizona. This is going to throw some disturbances in our direction and actually keep our forecast pretty busy, it looks like, through much of this week. 89 degrees by 3 o'clock. We're up to 91 by 5 o'clock. Partly cloudy skies, southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some potential for heavy rain, some storms this week. We're trying to nail down some of that timing, and we'll look more into that forecast coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
Justin, thank you very much. TransGuide right now, no problems to report. 281 at Hildebrand. David Sears, I'm stalling as long as I can, but reality.
Now let's get this over with.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I think you wrote this. An upset loss for Texas
Yeah,
Tech.
I upset my foot.
Yeah,
Worse than
and-
an upset.
But good news, the Roadrunners take home a big win.
And the Cowboys are back on the turf tonight in their home opener. David Sears is here for more group therapy.
Oh, man. Whew. It was a rough
This
weekend.
is one of those scores where you make sure it's not basketball season first.
Well, you know what? Speaking of basketball, about halftime I was going, hey, when does basketball season start?
Oh, yeah.
David.
It was brutal.
It was bad. So let's get to the highlights for Texas. Hey, Texas fans are loving this. This is your quarterback and this is your running back. The guy wears number 5. Apparently Texas Tech didn't have that on their roster anywhere. That there's a guy wearing 5 on UT. He's really good. His name is Bijan Robinson. Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay, Tyler Shuck, that's the quarterback for Tech. That dive right there cost him just about the rest of the season. He broke his collarbone on that dive.
No.
Yeah, so he's done. And then he throws a pick 6 right here because his shoulder was hurting. It wasn't his
Steps like
throwing arm,
ba,
but-
ba, ba, ba. I love it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's just really bad. And then, Casey Thompson, 303 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. But you would figure when you score 70, you're probably
Right.
going to have a lot of
Everybody
touchdown
but
passes, right?
Bevo scored.
Well, You know,
Mark.
well, they got him in a pin up there, so he can't get loose.
No,
So.
that's for later.
But it's just that for folks who went to Tech, this is pure embarrassment.
Oh.
And you wonder if Matt Wells is going to even finish out the season after this thing. Of course, there's some games left. They might be able to salvage something. They're just 3-1. But for Longhorn fans, okay, don't go with "we're back yet." Let's not go with the Sam Ellinger.
Say that.
She never said
no,
it.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about some of those out there all over the web and all over social media. They did move up to being ranked 26th. It was a great game. And Sarkisian said, hey, he wanted to put the pedal to the metal. I think his foot went through the floor. He was going so fast.
Yeah.
They were like, man, that was impressive on the Texas side. We will give them all the credit in the world because that was a pretty good game.
Posts were back next weekend.
They go to TCU next weekend. So see, and then after that game, so here's the trap game because I think after that they play Oklahoma.
Ooh.
So Texas can't fall into that trap. So you gotta watch that. That's TCU in Fort Worth next week. So all right.
You weren't the only one feeling pain this weekend.
So let's, Justin, you want to take this, or you want me to go ahead and do it?
You go ahead.
You okay over there?
I'll be all right.
You can't feel as bad as I did, but you can feel pretty bad because this is Arkansas. However, Arkansas, I think that might be the surprise team in the country. The Razorbacks, they whooped up on Texas, and then they just whooped up on A&M, although this kid right here, you know what they say about speed? This kid's got it. Isaiah Spiller, that's a 67-yard touchdown. Look at him go, man. He got caught at the goal line, but it's like, yeah, too late now. So, but still, Arkansas was able to pull this thing up. Zach Calzada. See, now that goes out as a pick for him, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on his record. He can't help it if the guy can't catch it. He threw it to him. Got to catch the ball.
No. He threw it off the offensive lineman's helmet.
Well, but then, you know. I was trying to help you out.
I appreciate that.
Trying to help you. Man, you can't even. That was a great.
In therapy, we call this enabling.
I was trying to help him out, man.
All right.
Come on. All right. Let's get rid of those other two. That's some good games, but not good. Now here's the game of the weekend.
Yeah.
UTSA Roadrunners. They're down 21-0. Look at this. Memphis is just all over these guys. And you're going, what in the world is wrong with UTSA? Well, apparently they were just a little slow coming out of the locker room because here goes.
Boom.
Yeah, CeCe McCormick. He had a huge game. He had 184 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, fourth quarter. Defense steps up. They're coming back. It's 28-21. They tie it right here, and then they get the ball back again. And here you go.
Good for the Roadrunners.
Yeah, how about
awesome.
that?
That's
31-28. They stay undefeated.
Wow.
And here's some good news for them. Kind of disappointing, but still it's good. We'll look at it the positive side. They got some votes in the AP poll.
That's cool.
Not near enough, but they've got some votes in the AP poll, and they play UNLV next. So hopefully they can keep this thing rolling and get up there. So
Headed in the
there's
right
your
direction.
good news for the weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
Aggie
Let's talk Monday Night Football.
Pro football
Cowboys.
coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
All right, it's Cowboys and Eagles tonight on ESPN. Leal Collins, the offensive tackle. This is just a weird story. He was suspended 5 games for missing drug tests and then trying to bribe the test collector. So the union gets involved. They get suspension reduced down to 2 games because says, I want to appeal that. I don't want any game suspension. So they go to an arbitrator, and the arbitrator says, wow, based on all this evidence we've got here of what you've done, skipping the tests and bribing the test giver, we're going to kick it back up to 5 games. So he went from 5 to 2 back to 5. So he should have just settled for the 2 and kept his mouth shut and moved on. But so what does that mean? Remember Terrence Steele from Steele High School here in San Antonio started last week for Leal College. He'll probably start again tonight at the right tackle position against the Eagles. The Eagles are tough, but, you know, this will be a fun game. This is the home opener for the Cowboys. Remember, they opened up 2 in a row on the road. So now they're back home finally. So, you know, Jerry World's going to be rocking tonight.
Yes, it
That'll
will.
be fun. So that's a 7:15
Big game.
game tonight. Coming up next, you know, RJ's missing.
Yes.
RJ's at the Spurs. It's media day at the Spurs. Can you believe it? Already media day for the Spurs. And coming up in the next break, we're going to hear from Coach Pop.
Oh,
Okay.
So just stay there. We'll be right back.
We'll stay here.
Sports to come.
Y'all don't leave.
We won't.
We're not going anywhere. 9:41, about 73 degrees.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Just about 9:45. We spent a big chunk of the morning talking about football. It's time to focus on our San Antonio Spurs.
That's right. It's time to talk about Spurs. I'm wearing black and white, already ready for the season. Can't believe it's already happening, right, David?
Unbelievable that today is actually media day, so the Spurs are going to start their preseason and get that underway. And then, of course, the season opens with the first game on October 20th. It's early. Remember, a couple years ago, before the pandemic, they started kind of spreading the season out a little more so these guys wouldn't have to play so many back-to-back games and wear themselves out, you know, a little easier to earn those millions of dollars.
David.
Don't want to get I know, I'm sorry. Look, she's already on me about this. However, so today was media day. So let's roll some video and show you who's back at the Spurs.
That's exciting to me. I'm thrilled with this group. They're basically young, energetic, got a lot of speed. You know, I just talked to them briefly about the fact that there's no need to pace yourself. You know, nobody's going to play 39 minutes a game. We're not worried about stats or individual honors or anything like that. These guys are just going to have a ball playing.
Okay, so that was Pop talking
Pop's
about
back.
But look, yeah, Pop's back. He's back after winning the gold. And look
Well,
who that
hello,
is.
Mr. Ginobili.
Yeah. Don't get excited. He's not going to put on a uniform.
Well, it's nice to see him.
What
However,
if we beg?
Yeah, probably not. Pop said that his wife wanted him out of the house, so that's why he's back. He's retired. It's like,
seriously?
Which most wives do after a while. You know, they're tired of their husbands being home, so it's like, yeah, Pop said, yeah.
Well, then thank you, Mrs. Ginobili.
She wants him out of the house, so he's going to be doing a lot of things. He's going to help coach. He's going to help manage. He's going to help do operations. He's going to scout. He's going to do whatever. And Pop said we're just going to kind of figure out where he wants to be on a daily basis. He's probably just going to do a lot of stuff. Now, when you heard from Coach Pop just a second ago, he was asked about how young this team is. That's what that response was, because they've lost a lot of their veterans. Patty Mills is gone. DeMar DeRozan is gone. Rudy Gay is gone. And if we've done this right, DeJounte Murray is the longest tenured Spur at 5 years. That's it.
Wow.
Remember we used to have Tim and Tony Manu. They were called all the old guys that are around 10, 12, 14 years. Well, now our oldest is 5 years of experience with the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, they were saying, well, you guys need an infusion of youth. Well, we're there.
Well, yeah, we got a ton of youth now. So they will be going through media day today. Andrew Seeley with the sports department is down there. He's going to have a wrap up for us at noon and again at 6. And then RJ is going to have a complete article and all the stuff that they said. Pop, I was kind of surprised to hear him say he hates Zoom calls. So he was excited that some of the media, you got to go through protocols and do a bunch of stuff just to get into the practice facility, which is fine. But he said it's nice to see some faces. And
Really?
I'm not surprised he hates Zoom. I figured he'd be like, I can't figure this out, and then he hangs up on you.
So, yeah. But he also mentioned the fact, of course, he brought home a gold medal. He didn't actually get a gold, but, he got to hold one. But he talked about what a great experience that was with all the coaches and all the players, and the players sacrificing so much time. And the players really do sacrifice. You figure the season went a little longer this year than normal because of the pandemic. So these guys were giving up a lot more time and to go out there. And, they took some grief when they were first starting out, but they ended up bringing home the gold. So he was just talking about what an incredible experience that was with the players and all the staff that he had, all the coaches and the staff. And, of course, Keldon Johnson got to play a lot. So we're looking forward to that.
David, I think you agree. We're hitting that most wonderful time of the year, that sweet spot of professional sports. We've got pro football going, baseball's heading into the playoffs, and pro basketball starting back up.
So we'll see how it is. So.
And don't forget hockey, too. NHL, right?
Oh, yeah.
Eventually? Yeah.
Hockey?
Yeah.
That's that sport they play on ice, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We only play that.
That's an idiot.
We only play that in February.
I thought in Texas you only put ice and tea. I didn't know you put it on the floor. Skate
That
around
as well.
on it.
And Halloween.
And
the
Halloween.
sport Halloween.
That's a joke. Don't send me an email.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't need that.
Thank you, David.
Well, you can send me an email, but I'm not.
A nice one, please. Yes.
Go Spurs, go. I haven't got to say that in a while.
I know.
Yeah, I
Sounds
know.
good.
All right.
Thank you, David. Jess is back, and we've got some clouds have kind of moved in this morning.
Yeah, it looks like we got some mid-level clouds trying to work in now. So things are becoming a little more cloudy. That's an indication that we have more moisture starting to stream in. So that's going to be sticking with us all week long. There's the scene. You can see some of those clouds now, a little bit overcast at the airport. 72 degrees there, 76 Stinson, 72 Kelly, 71 at Randolph. Light winds. We're not going to see a whole lot of wind today, but what wind we do see will be out of the southeast, so that'll continue to bring in moisture. 68 degrees, Bernie Stage, 70 in Bulverde, 70 in New Braunfels, 71 Divine. You got 74 out in Del Rio. So basically everyone's here in the mid 70s, and we'll see those temperatures warm up close to 90 today. So pretty similar to yesterday, other than, yes, these dew points are a little bit higher in the mid 60s now. So that's putting us in the muggy territory, and these numbers will maybe dip down a little bit this afternoon, but after that, jump up even higher, potentially into the 70s. There will be a lot of moisture in the atmosphere for this next storm system to work with, which means we could see some heavy rain in some spots. We'll get to that in just a second. Today, no rain, just those clouds early and then partly cloudy this afternoon. 91 southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. You can see some of those clouds there that are beginning to stream in here on the visible satellite picture. Some clouds out near Uvalde, Lakey, here in San Antonio. And this is, again, these clouds will hang around for a little while longer before the sun pops out. You also notice we have some showers out here across West Texas. That's associated with an upper level low. This is the one that will initially bring us some showers and storms for the first half of the week. And then there's a system behind that that brings us more chances as we get into the weekend. So it's looking a little more promising for rain. The question will be timing here. When do we get these bouts of showers and storms, and how much rain will it bring? So let's dive into the forecast here. This is 6 o'clock today, just some clouds to worry about. But as we get into tomorrow, we'll fast forward to 5 o'clock. Notice we're starting to see some isolated showers and storms, and we're beginning to see a line of showers and storms develop out west. So initially, Del Rio, Ozona, down to Eagle Pass, that's where we'll see the storms tomorrow afternoon, and then it works east. This is around 10 o'clock, but I wouldn't focus too much on this time. This model seems to be a little fast with this, but I think tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, we see a line of showers and storms. Some of the storms could be strong. We're not looking for widespread severe weather, and some of them could contain heavy rain. That moves east. We get a little bit of a break in the action potentially Wednesday morning before more showers and storms develop Wednesday afternoon. So it's not going to be rainy all week. There will be periods where things are quiet, but we'll see these chances, these periods for storms as well. And when it comes to rainfall, we're thinking 1 to 3 inches. Now, this is through Saturday morning, so we're looking over a 7-day period here. But at this point, we'll take what we can get. 1 to 3 inches would be fantastic. And then it looks like it's going to be fairly widespread as you get up into the hill country, up towards San Angelo. There will be some decent chances for heavy rain here. 60% chance of storms Tuesday night into Wednesday, 40% chance Wednesday, another good chance, I think, Thursday night and through the day on Friday, and even more chances over the weekend. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back. It is 9:55. We have a new coffee shop coming to town.
West Coast Coffee Chain opening its first location on the west side this week.
That's right. So it's Dutch Brothers Coffee, and it's set to open on Wednesday and on Petranco Road.
8614 Petranco Road. Grand opening set for 5 a.m. That's GMSA time.
Wow, that's our
on
time.
Wednesday, September 20. It says 9th here. That would be Wednesday, that's right,
Yeah,
29th. Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
And they're also preparing 2 other locations to Castle Hills and Universal City. So we have plenty of opportunities.
Dutch Brothers on the way.
Yeah.
First In and Out, now Dutch Brothers.
Yeah. Well, we need coffee, right? Have a great day, guys.